Hi everybody, welcome to a Wrath of Kings battle report. I'm here with Jay,
hey,
and he has painted up some Teknes to fight my Goritsi. So House Goritsi and House Teknes from the Wrath of Kings universe. You're the science guys. So basically what happens is all of the factions in Wrath of Kings, they go off. There's a Scion King, this ancient king. He has sons, daughters. They go off, they forge their own empires, but to do it, because the world's kind of a screwed up place, they kind of have to make pacts. And your pact was with science. And then when people politically disagreed with you, you scienced them.
Science is strong, comrade. Science is strong.
So when you see his army, just remember that everyone that's a pig used to be someone that disagreed with the House Teknes government. No, sorry.
They all volunteered to help move our great society forward.
That's true. As loyal Union men in the Humanum Empire.
Who wouldn't
That's
be
right.
happy if everywhere they walked in the world it smelled like bacon?
It's true. So for my house, House Goritsi, we basically went to the mountains where there was terrified peasants, asked them why they're terrified. They said, because when night falls, we all die. And we made a pact with a thing called the Gift, which basically turns you into vampires and werewolves. So my army is basically made out of vampires and werewolves. And thousands of years later, the ancient king is dead. The houses are all warring with each other. And that means that the stuff's come into play. So it's going to be House Teknes against House Goritsi in a patrol. So there's different levels of game, patrol, skirmish, and battle. We're starting off in our little league here playing patrols. And that means you have 2 ranks of leaders, 12 ranks of infantry, and 2 ranks of specialists to play our games with. So we'll show you the armies, we'll show you the table, and we'll get started. And here is Jay's patrol of House Teknes. So for his leaders, he has 2 union bosses, which are these big crazy looking dudes with the whips. For his 12 ranks of infantry, it's just 12 union workers. It is down with the thickness here, I guess you would say. He's got 12 of these big pigs.
Equal.
Everyone's equal, except for maybe the union bosses who are slightly more equal. And then we have little Don Quixote here is the Galvanic Defender. He's a specialist. And the Zalak, which is a murder baby. You can see underneath, and a Dani over there, hanging out underneath a psychically controlled squid. And that is it. We've got full patrol here of House Teknes. And here's my patrol from House Goritsi, based on the star set here. We've got a Scorza Alpha, and then 4 Scorzas right there for 8 ranks of infantry. And then we have a Dance Master and 4 Zeddies for another 4 ranks of infantry. So my 12 ranks of infantry are the Zeddy, and then the Scorza. And then in the back, my 2 specialists, we have a Scourge Hound and a Shield Breaker who hang out together. And that is it, my patrol level Goritsi. So here's our table set up somewhere in Telloria, somewhere probably in the mountains where House Goritsi lives. We have this little sort of like fortified manor, which has become a place of conflict between the Teknes and the Goritsi. So for our terrain, we have some rough 2 woods that can be moved through, some rough 1 rocky patches here that can be moved over as well. And then, of course, we have some rough 2 or 3 water. We'll probably say 3 because water's pretty hard to wade through a pond. And then everything else is just blocking terrain. So we'll get set up here. We're going to pick our motivations. We've each got 6 for our morale, 2 ranks of leaders, and enough models for another 4 ranks of morale. So it'll be 6 and 6 to going to 0. We'll pick our motivations and we'll get started. I'm going no confidence, which is if one of my leaders or specialists kills an infantry inside the zone of influence or sphere of influence of one of his leaders, they make a will check, and if they fail, one of the 2 markers that each of them has will get removed and they'll lose a morale. You're taking Steel Intel. At the start of the game, I get a marker pool that contains, you get a marker pool. It's twice the rank of leaders in your army, so you get 4 markers. When a friendly model, 2 actually, it's just 2, not twice. When a friendly model attacks an enemy leader or specialist with a melee attack and generates a hit, they may gain a marker. So you're going to be getting a marker, and if you have that marker at the beginning of your next activation, I lose 2 morale. So you're just trying to steal some intelligence. Be crafty and spy. Now for deployments. Oh, I got a 3. You got a 3, so try it again. Ha! 3. 6. So you get to pick sides and deploy first. And you get to go A through. So I think you're the only one with an A model, which is the Galvanic Defender. Yep. Mr. Quixote there hanging out in the back. And we'll go back and forth deploying A through D deployment zones, and we'll share where they land at the end. And we are deployed. I've got Dance Master with the 4 War Dancers over here in the flank. We've got the Scorza Alpha with his pack. And then, we've got the Scourge Hound and the Shield Breaker on the left flank. Across from us, Zalak, 5 union workers and a union boss. Then we've got Don Quixote in the back there, the Galvanic Defender. And then the Mob, which is the other union boss, who's the general with the big whip. That's why he gets the big whip. And 7 union workers hanging out. So first turn initiative, and we'll see who gets the first activation. For morale, so we're just going 1. It's not going to be me.
More than 1.
So you do your first activation.
All right, so my first Union boss is going to activate 3 of his closest personal friends.
Pig 1, Pig 2, and Pig 3. I like Pirate Pig the best because he's got an eye patch.
Arr! So they're each going to take a regular move.
Yep, so in advance, going 5.
And then they're going to sprint because they're excited to meet your werewolves and talk to them about the glory of the Republic.
The Humanum Republic, that's right. Humanum Republic, which I think is human animal. I don't even know. Scourgehound's going to go. She's going to do follow me on Mr. Shieldbreaker and get 1 pass, 1 fail, so he gets to make a 4-inch move. Follow me. And then she's going to sprint 7. And head like, move 7, advance 7, then she's going to sprint 6 because I have fast from my command trait. I should have mentioned that, my tactics that all of my werewolves get from the boss over here. Piglies?
Right. So he is going to motivate and move with his next group of guys.
Block the Scourgehound. Head left.
And then they are going to do a sprint move as well.
Okay, going 4. As is tradition. Shieldbreaker's going to go. He's going to do an advance, which is 6. And then he also gets a 6-inch sprint, conveniently. So he's just going to stay 6 inches away from you, because you don't go 6. And head back like that. Zalak.
I'm going to activate the calamari.
It's the Zalak attack. I knew that was coming.
You'd be upset if it didn't.
Oh, it's true.
You'd be disappointed if it didn't.
The noise that thing makes is revolting. Is it gonna sprint or is that it?
I think that's it because it's going to hang with the posse.
Okay, we're gonna activate and send up some Skorzas, and we'll just activate with everybody because he's the general, so he's gonna activate with 5, and we'll head up with our advance. It is 5-3 for generals and commanders and leaders, which means you can only activate 3 with the little leaders. So they get a 6-inch sprint. We don't want to sprint all the way, though. We just want to stay outside of 6, so we can do some dashing. Or sorry, outside of 5, rather. But they can sprint plenty far.
4 of them?
4 Union workers going to go, because you can do basically 4 and 4, because he's the general, so you can do 5 and 3, but this way it's even.
Symmetry.
It's right. In the Great Humanum Revolution, there's going to be symmetry. So move it up 5, and then what are they going to do next? Going to sprint.
Oh, right. They're going to do their sprint move.
And just form the line with the other Union workers. Dance Master's going to go. She's going to send some Zeddies up. Going 7. So heading over to here. And the friends doing the same thing. So the first 3. And then they'll sprint 6. We're going flanking. Whoop, like so. Galvanic Defender. He's going to ride his theoretically noble steed. Rat Rabbit.
Just Rat Rabbit. It's a mole rat only with 2 less arms. So somehow it's a mole rat only worse.
It's like mole. Is it a kangaroo? I don't know. Like, it looks marsupial. I'm not really sure. Heading that way. And Dance Master's going to go, and she's going to run up 7, and basically everyone's just going to do their same sprints and just end up in behind their friends where they were. And that's them. So it's last group.
Last group is going to be the rest of the Union workers and the big boss.
And conveniently, I'm done, you're done, so off you go.
Guess what, Galvanic Defender? You're less equal than everyone else.
Oh, jeez, go stop those Zeddies. And move it in the middle.
And then again.
One more time, do the sprints. All right, Skorzas, you know what to do. Well then, we've got many a thing. What thing would we like to do? It's new turn, we'll have to come up with a plan. And let's see who gets the initiative. It's gonna be you. Here it comes.
Gonna activate the Galvanic Defender.
Tilting windmills. I got 7.
All right.
It's gonna zap.
He is going to shoot his Galvanic Bolt.
Uh-oh.
At Center Girl.
Okay.
She seems like the worst.
So she gets hit on a 6. And she lives. That's a backlash, but I think you have a...
And that is a hit.
That's right, you have the suppression, don't you? So it turns backlashes into hits. It just turns into a giant cloud of ash. Okay, well, that's that for him. What would we like to do? I'm gonna do what we do some hunting tactics here. We're gonna group activate all the Skorzas. And we're gonna go in 7.
Oh, look
Like
at
that.
you.
We're gonna go in 7.
It's pig o'clock.
It is. That's always pig o'clock. We're gonna go in 7. Like that. Actually, we're gonna leave these 2 out, I think. Yeah, we're gonna leave these 2 out. He's gonna tuck in a little bit further and get into space with 2. Like that. So we're gonna start with the scores of alpha. He is gonna combine one of his dice with her for 3 dice on that. That's gonna be 3 dice, including the bonus one from the boss. That's 8, 6. So I think
4 is a block.
Okay.
Oh,
which
you
we
got 2
counter.
anyway.
Yeah, I got 2 anyway, so he's just gonna explode. So that'll be a will test for your boss over here.
That's a
And
6.
if it's a pass, he's okay. It's a fail though, so you're gonna lose a morale. Whoop, and that token comes off. Now she gets to immediately make a 2-inch move followed by a 1 dice attack, but she's not gonna use it to make an attack. She's just gonna go backwards 1. Whoop. And then it's the end of her activation, so she's gonna get to make a sprint action because she has the pack tactics with him. So she's gonna move back 6 to here. The scores of Alpha's second 2 dice into that guy. Let's see what we get on 6s. 8, 5. I have follow through though.
5 is block.
Is blocks, that's gonna cancel it, so that's 2 hits. Which means, oh, it's this one right here.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was patchy.
Okay. That's another test for your union boss.
6.
6. Nope. Oh, it's the morale down to 4. He'll make his 2-inch follow-up. Whoop, like this. You know what? Actually, no, he's gonna die otherwise. Don't get greedy, Ash. Don't get greedy. You've done this before, and it's always failed. Nope. And then we're gonna go 6 inches back. Go hang with him. His last scores, it gets to make a 2 dice attack, and again, it's on 6s, but 5s are gonna get fall through. So just 1 hit, and that means that he does not get to make his break off. But he does get to, and he didn't kill anybody, so he doesn't get to make his sprint either. He's gonna die. So it's over to you. Left him in the wind. He was less equal to the other werewolves.
Let's see who's... Okay...
Heading up.
First wave.
Send in the first wave of pigmen. Everyone gets a pigman. So
And you get a pigman.
And you get a pigman.
And you get a pigman.
Yeah.
All right, and then they'll sprint.
Yep, of course. Everybody gets a dancing partner. And the first wave of pigs has arrived. All right, well, I've got 2 scores to activate over here and my specialists, but I think I'm going to buy some time by sending in the first wave of Zeti. So she's in charge range, so she's going to move in. Whoop. Blarp. And then she's in charge range, so she's going to move in. Blarp. And then she's probably not. Well, she was actually, but she doesn't have space. So she'll actually just wait. Nah, she'll go. Whatever. Why not? These 2 will combine their attacks into him, so 4 dice. And I have precision, so I can alter one of these dice up or down by 1. I get an 8 and a 10, though.
Those are both.
Which is 3 wounds. Yep. And I think that just makes him explode.
And that is my 3rd model.
All right, and that's going to be a morale, so you get a 3, and then she's going to make an advance. She'll sprint 6 around the corner here. Whoop, she can sprint through friends because of her Inspire. She doesn't get that. I don't know where I got that from. Maybe it's a Scourge Hound. So she'll just walk around. Whoop, the other side. 2.
We'll do second line of pigmen.
So remember, you're going to want, if they do happen to get lucky, stay outside of 2 of them, because then I can't do the follow-up move and 1 dice you.
Right.
You just want to make sure you're within 5, not within 2. And Team Pig gets the sprint. Yeah. Nobody wants to charge and kill me? I guess you've got time to do that later on.
There's always time.
There's always murdering time.
Actually, he hasn't gone yet.
Nope.
So he can still do that. Oh.
Do that later. You just don't want to run out of activations is all.
Yeah, I'm going to come up 1 short on activations. Yeah. Okay. So.
I've got 3 left. You should be fine.
You have 3 left.
Y'all going to make me lose my mind? Up in here? Up in here? Oh, it's about to get real. All right, Scourses. You really need to go first next turn and run away. So let's do some murdering time. She's going to attempt the murder on him. So 2 dicing. I do have a follow through though, so I can make a block into a hit. And I get double hits though. So that's just going to kill him.
Yep.
That'll be a will test on your boss. Feed into the grinder.
Oh, come on.
It's going to go down to 2. We're going to run away. We don't want to lose all of our scores on next turn. So we're going to go 2. Back, whoop, and then make a 6-inch sprint. And sprint over here. And he's gonna try and dice. Going for 6s. The 5,
4.
Is it a block?
Oh, is it a 5?
No, it's a 4.
Oh, either or, it's a block.
It's a block? Okay, so that block will turn into a hit, that'll kill him.
That's that one.
That's this one, yep. And then we'll go
Scratchy!
8 basically, because 6 and 2. So just over to here. We'll test for the boss. And, oh no, he doesn't meet, no, you failed it already, so that token's gone. You don't have to make any more will tests, because he only gets 2. I can only do it to each guy twice. You.
Okay, so he's going to activate his 3 friends.
Okay.
So first up...
I don't know if I'd be going towards me, because they haven't activated yet. Move it in.
1.
Bossman can just support.
2. 2.
3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And you have an unstoppable, so get 1 hit on 5 dice. 6. Oh my god, I take 6 wounds. Yeah, go for it. See how many you get. Hey! 7, 8 wounds from unstoppable. He is in 4 pieces. I can do a advance still. Whoop. Or sprint, sorry, rather, not advance. Okay, we're gonna go, whatchamacallit, follow me, and fail pass, so he's gonna get to move 4, and move up to here. Whoop. And then she's gonna go 6, and move up to here. Can't really make the dance happen, so I'm just gonna go engage the Zalak, because I don't want it anywhere near my alpha. And I might die, but such is the cost of failure. Actually, we're gonna go like that. Because then, hopefully, I can drag him if I get to activate early next turn. Yes, I can. Attack!
So the Zalak is going to throw 2 dice.
And scourge hands?
Sure.
1 6s. 5 and a 7. What, do you cancel dodges at all? Damage? Gain an intelligence marker. Uh-oh, I'm going to take some morale damage. And then... I completely forgot what your mission was for a second.
And then the Zalak can still do its follow-up move, but it's -2.
Breaking off, you'd pay the break off penalty, yeah. So in a 3-inch disengage, you're going 5. There you go. All right, so it's all you finish. So my last activation is going to be the Dance Master. And she's going to spend 7, and then she'll go 6 and wrap around. So everybody's up front. Trade that in. I'm going to take 2 morale damage. Because I forgot anybody could do that, not just infantry. And you've got your intelligence. Let's do the roll to see who goes first. This is important. Tie. Go again. Oh, you're going first. It's all Teknes. 5 guys are going to go.
Okay.
You know, whip them all into a frenzy.
So they're going to move in. Yeah, they're going to...
I'll take a damage.
Give them a whip.
You know, I've heard that where there's a whip, there's a way. And that guy just won't go.
Yeah, because it's 5. So he's... Because I want to use all the guys that are already... Or the one guy that was already in there.
All right, so that's going to be... and he's going to support who?
He's going to support the one on your
On the alpha, makes sense. Yeah. So you're going to get 6 dice with an unstoppable. Actually, here's the thing. It's actually probably better for you to do 4 dice with an unstoppable and then 2 dice with an unstoppable. Because you get 2 auto wounds that way. You only get 1. If you combine, you're only going to get the 1 unstoppable.
Thanks. So good call. I
would go 4 first and then 2. And I think you just kill me no matter what. So just the first one just kills me. And he dies. Let's take the intel marker. That makes sense.
And then it's just 4 dice on the other guy.
4 dice over there. Sounds good. And you're actually, sorry, do 2 and 2. Because again, 2 unstoppables versus 1 unstoppable. Okay. Yeah. This way you just doesn't matter what you roll. Doesn't matter what you roll. Right. You do 4 damage and she dies. So I'll lose 1 for the leader going down. Go to 3 morale. And then I'm at 3 models now. I'm actually at 4 models and go down to 2. Have to kill this guy now, or I lose the game because you're gonna get 2 intel markers from that. Play. I have to end the game before the guy can count his marker here. So.
And you're all far enough away from the Zalak that you're still doing your...
That's it. Well,
that's your only leader, right?
Yeah, like the leadership value is more like irrelevant now for Abomination because my scores is dead. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate the Scourge Hound. We're gonna advance her boyfriend here, the big dog. She fails twice though, and he doesn't go anywhere. I guess they're fighting or something. And then she's...
I never believed in you.
Right. She's gonna go over here. Whoop. And then she's going to do her flourish 6 inches and fly through them and do a 2 dice attack against everybody. Wow. We're going to go to here and we'll go like this so we can get the Zalak too.
Oh, look at
We're against the Union boss first. Okay. See what we get. We're going to get a 3 and a 7.
3 is an armor and a 7 is a hit.
There's 1 hit on the Union boss against this piggy. 3 and a 1. Don't think it's anything.
3 is an armor. They're both armor.
Okay. Against the wounded pig. This is the one that matters. Double 8s. Yep. He's out, and that's a psych test.
And 1.
So you're going to lose 1 for the 3 guys, and then pass the psych test, or the game ends. Right to the bitter end.
6.
For the Republic. Oh! And I managed to end the game as you go to 0 morale before the game, or before you could get your intel, and that would end the game. So as close as they come, literally, I had to get one of those guys dead, and you had to fail that test, or I was going to lose at the end of the round. And there it was, close as it could possibly be. You literally had the token, there was no way for me to kill you, and all you had to do was start your next activation with that guy, and bam, I was out, you had your intelligence.
If I'd succeeded one morale test the entire
You did, no, you made a couple with that guy in the beginning. You made like 2 or 3 with him in the beginning, and then he was actually out of tokens so that you couldn't fail anymore, and I had to go to the other guy, which was a desperate gasp play. So it is something I've noticed so far in all my games of this, is it's been close in every single one. I've only been playing patrols, but it's not been like a slobber knocker where one guy's got like 6 morale left or 4 morale left, the other guy's just gotten to 0. I haven't had a single one yet where you didn't have like casualty count get countered by someone's doing an objective where it's like 2 per, like yours, where like when it started to fall apart for me, it fell apart fast.
Yeah, and I mean any game, like there's all kinds of different games, but any game where the guy who's losing is still in it up to the last turn, you're always gonna have more fun playing that, right?
Absolutely, because there's tension and it actually goes right to the end. So it's neat because this is a game where you're playing with the starter set, I'm playing with the starter set, so we just have the models that come in one of the 2-player or the single-player starters. Yep. We could still go bigger for everything except for heroes, because you've got more infantry. Because you have, does it come with linemen?
Yeah, I got 12 more infantry.
That's right.
And 2 more leaders.
So you have 2 more leaders as well. So there you go. So you could actually go all the way up to a skirmish, because you could have your 3 leaders. You've got more than enough for extra infantry, because you can choose when you get to that point. You have 2 options, and they can either be 1 more specialist or 3 more infantry. So you could just take 6 more infantry and 1 more leader, and you're at the next level. Oh, sorry. It goes to 18. Infantry, right? It would be 12 more infantry, basically. That's right. Because it would be 6 for your basic infantry. It goes from 12 to 18. And then 2 options where you can take 6 more. So you have 24 ranks of infantry, 3 leaders, and 2 specialists. And we're playing the skirmish level game, which is the next one. So again, the single player starter sets, you've got enough to go right to basically like the kind of standard size game, where that's where most of the tournaments and stuff are being played for this game right now, which is awesome. So yeah, for me, it would be I'd probably add in 1 more Scorza, because I need 12 more infantry. I'd add in 1 more Scorza, and then another 8 Zeti, or 6 Zeti, and maybe another specialist, and I'd get another leader too. I don't know if I do another dance master, another dude. I like them both. They're both such cool models.
And for me, because I mean, my style of bigger scale games is wards anyway. Like I would just want to add piles and piles and piles more of the regular infantry. So the linemen.
Yeah, absolutely, which are fantastic. And as you see, once they get committed, they can just butcher anything. Because like normally to break armor and stuff, you have to have combined actions, but you have unstoppable, which means you're always getting 1 hit. And as long as you're not resistance 2, you just blow through wounds.
And then so the thing with the leaders, right, is that once you start whipping your union, because the union workers, as soon as they have 2 damage, but as soon as they've taken 1, they're dealing out extra damage.
Yeah, they're the only 1 rank infantry I've seen in the game so far that has 2 wounds, and the whole point is once they're wounded, they go berserk and they gain unstoppable and extra combat dice. Because normally they're just 1 dice guys. They only fight with 1 dice, which makes it hard to kill people. But you can willingly put that damage on with him as long as they activate his sphere of influence. And yeah, it makes them easier to kill, but man, they will just butcher whatever they get into contact with, which is crazy.
To the hogs, Mr. Lou. To the hogs.
It's getting a little Hannibal Lecter in here. So anyway, oh no, that wasn't Hannibal Lecter. That was
Deadwood.
That was Deadwood. That was Deadwood. That's right, Mr. Lou. That's right.
Just do your laundry. It's hogs eating your corpses.
It's hogs eating your corpses too. That's awesome. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. You'll see a couple more of these patrol games. We got some more filmed already, which will be up every 2 weeks. Going through the summer as we do this Wrath of Kings League. So thanks for watching. Thanks, Jake, for coming in.
Thanks, man.
Until next time, I'm Ash. This is Jay. Have more gaming.